The Berlin Apartment. Dizem que este jogo é triste, dizem que este jogo é fixe, dizem que este jogo... Pá, não sei, mano. Só vi num vídeo de um youtuber tipo, a recomendar tipo, jogos indie e este chamou-me a atenção, por isso pode ser engraçado eu jogá-lo em stream, pode ser, não sei, vale a gui, mano, bora. Idioma de diálogo, é isto que eu quero, é exatamente essa merda, vai. Cada jogo, mano, foda, é o jogo que há, mano, não sabes esperar por dia, mano. Tens que ir buscar a inspiração a algum lado, mano, até...
So here we are.
I'd rather be at school.
But school's is closed. You have to come with me now. There's no other way.
Someone used to live here?
Malik!
Not just one person, lots of people. But not all at the same time.
Espera aí. Já vamos, espera aí. Foda-se, não dá para mudar o áudio. Agora vai. Vai, temos que abrir a puta da porta. Pumba, abri a porta. Uou, uma casa, mano. Let's go. Eu estou no bicho.
Why didn't they clean up their own stuff?
O que é que vamos tirar as tralhas, é? Ok, vai ser um jogo que eu vou precisar de mexer muito rato, mano. Eu tenho aqui o café à beira e já sabes o que é que vai acontecer quando se o café tombar. Ainda ontem não. Toca a campainha. Toca, caralho, sou
Who's
eu.
there? Let's get out of here.
You better come inside.
Malik. Ok, já estou a andar, ok. Já estou a andar, pai. E a puta, a sensibilidade é pesada, meu, peraí. O meu rato está aqui. Volto para stream, mas que é isto? Ah, sim, pumba, está feito, mano. Vertical, treme de tela, blá blá blá. Onde é que está a sensibilidade? Eu quero a sensibilidade, mano. Sensibilidade do rato. Bota fodeste, não há. Pois. Mano, está bem pesado.
Smells like old people in here.
Tinha ali o continuar aí, mano. Mano, o rato está bem pesado, mano. Há uma coisa atrás da porta. Foda-se. Apagar a luz. O meu rato vai bater contra tudo e todos, mano.
Why do you even have to renovate it at all?
Quer ter reformado tudo?
Renovate.
E estás a sujar o rádio, Brad.
Dad.
Well, because people want to move into a nice apartment.
Can we move into a nice big apartment someday too?
Dilosh, we have a nice apartment. You just have to tidy up sometimes.
Yeah, but that won't make the apartment any bigger.
Help me tear down this wallpaper. We'll be done faster then.
Okay.
Queres que eu tire isto, é? Eu tiro, não tem problema. Pronto, vou arrancar isto, mano. Mas eu não só quero. Finalmente, obrigado, mano. Ai, está aqui. Volume da narração. Da música, assim.
Look, Dad, all in one piece.
Yeah, just like that.
Era. Oh, tem um sol. Ei, mas não estás a fazer o trabalho em condições, é? Arranca isso. O que é que tu achas que isto, tipo, os desenhos da parede vai ser tipo um código? Oh, mão, não sei o que, foguetão. É preciso arrancar mais o quê? Ai aqui. Sorry. Oh, tem aqui uma merda.
What should I do again, Dad?
Tear down the wall.
Anda.
Dad, look.
Olha, pai.
There's a letter. Who's it from?
Show me.
There's something drawn on it. A treasure map, Dad.
Mapa
Hold
tesouro.
still so I can read it.
It's from a pirate.
There's something here about a flower.
There was a pirate and a gardener? Tell me more.
If I tell you a story about it, will you let me work then?
Sim, talvez.
Okay.
Ou história.
All right. Many years ago, a botanist lived here. His name was Volya.
But that says Kolya.
That's what I said. So this Kolya guy used to live here. And one day, something really cool happened.
Eu tenho que imaginar. Obrigado pelos 10 bits, mano. Só os jogos bangers, sempre, mano. Sempre. Eu trago sempre a melhor qualidade, a maior qualidade possível, mano.
Here, a bit more water
Para
on
vocês,
your
mano.
roots, Fridolin. But don't
Olha
drink
já.
it all at once.
Isto vai tipo a contar as histórias. Ok, já percebi o tema do jogo. Como é que és porra? Como é que eu estou a ajeitar e a chegar, mano? Boa sexta-feira a todos.
Oh, my head.
Isto é quem? É o. Suspira.
Why does everything have to be so damn hard? Even gravity's against me.
And now, the news.
Oh, I can't take any more bad news.
Hundreds of thousands of Canadians were in the dark for over 9 hours yesterday when a geomagnetic storm overloaded the inferior
Mas porquê é que eu estou no
capitalist
chão?
control systems.
Things might be a bit more bearable here in the dark.
A representative of the VEB Kombinat Robotron stated today that this situation would never happen to the energy supply in the German Democratic Republic.
Oh, sure. No chance of that happening.
Meanwhile, cleanup work continues in Volkershausen. Following an earthquake, multiple buildings were damaged in the Wartburgkreis district.
Oh, shut up! Ah. Why should I ever get up again anyway? When you fall, you can actually just stay lying down if you want. That way, you save yourself the bother of being knocked down again.
True.
Everybody wins.
And now, the weather.
I said shut up!
Stormy winds and rain are
porque eu
expected
não tô
across the
conseguindo- ok.
country from the early evening.
Yeah, what else?
Meste. Esta. Levanta-te, anda. Anda, levanta. Isto sou eu acordado da cama antes de trabalhar, mano. Será que vou? Será que não? Será que vou? Pá, tenho que
Come
ir.
on, you maggot. Stand up. If you can what the? I think I'm seeing ghosts.
Será que vou? Será que não? Ah,
Eric, close
Esse é
the
melhor.
window. No, that's right. You don't have any hands. I have
Tens
to do
mãos.
everything myself.
claro que sim.
Come on, Kolya. Get off your ass.
Eu estou literalmente a jogar um tutorial, mano, de como se levantar, mano. E é bué estranho eu estar a gostar. Bom, já estamos em pé, mano. Finally. Este preguiçoso, mano. Mais preguiçoso que eu,
Oh,
mano.
Meko,
Consegui-
you could have just closed the window when you suddenly packed up your things and just left me like that. Eric, you little snitch. Did you see anything?
No, nothing here. Nothing at the window either.
Thank you, Eric.
Pois fala!
it wasn't a ghost after all. Something really did flutter in. A paper plane with writing on it. What is this? Airmail from the west? Hey, you there. Your orchid's head is hanging very low. So's yours. Do you maybe need some water?
E
Or
aí,
someone to talk
QRX? Peace.
There's a telephone number.
Estamos
And
em
there's
paz.
me.
Ah, não esqueçam, também estamos a transmitir simultaneamente no YouTube, por isso, se vocês quiserem dar um like lá, mano, eu não ando a pagar 30 euros por mês para
Someone
nada.
actually went through the trouble of throwing a paper aeroplane over the wall.
Olha,
Over the wall!
Tá
Then
ali
it
um
lands
hashtag.
in the hands of the biggest loser east of the west.
Don't be so hard on yourself, comrade. At least you're reliable. At consistently failing.
Oh, thank you. Very empathetic, Eric.
Zero
There's a phone
três,
number
zero.
here. Do you know what that means?
Based
Tem
on
que
the
ligar para
area
ele.
code, this number is from the other side. In other words, a
Se
fascist
for do YouTube,
number.
não seja assim, mano.
Calling it would be an incredibly stupid idea.
Só por causa das merdas, vou ligar.
Thanks for the assessment, Eric.
Vou ligar só por causa das bostas, mano.
Hey, Eric. Any news from down there? Spotted any bandits looking to fleece the Republic?
Mas está ali marcado por quê?
Protection rampart will still be standing in 50
Isto é
years,
Berlim, mano.
100
Fizeram um bom
years.
trabalho a
The
tratar Berlim
reasons
neste jogo,
behind
mano.
it
Temos
haven't been
para,
resolved.
para uma empresa que seja
Careful,
indie,
Eric.
acho que isso é um
Canned
bocado.
food is far away and you can't get to it by yourself. Ah, it must be the window. I can't see anyone. Ah, it must be the window. I can't see anyone. I wonder what it's like over there, on the other side of the wall.
Mas,
I guess we'll never
mas
know.
porquê que nós estamos a
At
ter este
least
diálogo?
not in the next
Hã?
50 or
Porquê que o gajo está
100
aqui a
years.
desabafar com o mundo, não sei o quê, não sei o que mais, mano, com esta música, mano.
The building down there probably used to be
A
a
música
cinema.
não condiz com o momento
Ah, can't
que
see
o gajo está a ter,
anything.
mano.
A neo-Gothic church made of brick. I see it every day from over here, but I'd really like to see it from the inside. Who
Então,
knows?
tira o
Maybe
rabo,
someday.
tira o rabo de casa, mano, e vai ver.
Television tower. Triumph of socialist construction.
Isto é a cena principal de Berlim, né?
Window after window. Ah, it must be the window.
Não há ninguém, vou-me pôr um
Can't
caralho.
see anyone.
Don't even think about it, Kolya.
And how exactly are you going to stop me, Eric?
É, tu és um peixe, Zé. Bem, não interessa, onde é que está o telefone, mano? Vou ligar para esse número agora. Bro. A música mesmo. Espera aí, deixa-me aumentar só mais um bocadinho a acessibilidade, mano. Agora sim, mano. Agora sim, bro. Agora. Mano, porquê que fizeram umas escadas se nem podemos subir, mano? Faz sentido.
I could try get. Ooh, this place could do with some airing out.
Ora, esta não é a casa do.
Comrade, don't you dare. Stop right now.
Don't think anyone will answer anyway. Collier dials a number, nobody picks up, end of story.
RT, né?
Long distance exchange position 23.
Yes, Christiansen. A call to West Berlin, please.
All lines are currently busy. I'll note down your number. We'll call you back when a line becomes available. Thank you.
Damn! Well, that's socialism in action for you. It could be 3 days
Ah,
before
mas
they
pelo
call
menos o
me
gajo tem
back.
namorada.
Eric, cancel your report. Nobody picked up. That only leaves one thing. I could try sending a paper plane myself. Know anything about paper planes, Eric?
Neither an ox nor a donkey is able to stop
Ah,
the
depois
progress
fala
of
mesmo.
socialism.
Mano, que.
Thanks.
Que é isto,
Very
Zé?
helpful. Oh, something just occurred to me. Mirko's niece left her activity book here. Perfect.
You are an accomplice of the fascism that's swallowing us, Kolya.
Hey, shut your gills, yeah?
Dobrar avião de papel. Ih, vamos aprender a dobrar
There
um
were
avião.
so many ways to fold a piece of paper.
Eu por acaso já não dobro um avião de papel
I'm
à
choosing
colher.
this model. Looks like it's the easiest. Oh, what should I even write? Alright, let's see. Hello, mysterious stranger. Thank you for your letter. I'm afraid water alone won't be enough. At least, not for me. The orchid is not actually an orchid. It is, in fact, a toad lily. My old
Acho que
housemate left
eu acho que esta era a maneira que eu fazia, mano.
along with me. No, I better leave out that part. Okay. Somehow, I now feel like I'm being watched. Who are you anyway? Best wishes, Kolya. Now make a fold here. One side's turned out a bit wonky. Hope it doesn't affect the aerodynamics.
Oh, good leaning.
Agora vamos andar a enviar aviões por Berlim fora. Bem, vamos lá.
Now, just to aim it correctly.
Kolya, we know your luck. This can only end badly.
Here it goes. Woohoo! I would have been surprised if I'd gotten it right the first time. Let's try again. Eric, we did it! We actually did it! I didn't plan this far
Caralho.
ahead. I guess it's best to continue where I left off earlier, with the plants in my room.
Já. Bora. Bora lá, mano.
Oh, you
Plop.
poor plants. You look really thirsty. Don't end up like me. Well, there's no real need for botanists under socialism. But you could still make something of yourselves. Hello, Maurice. As noisy as always, I see. Well, you could do with a trim here and there. Not too much, though.
Esta.
You know how it is. Lop off too much, and you'll be a goner. I don't
Falta
need to
outra.
tell you about
Falta
that,
esta.
Sabrina. Always remember, guys. If you have
Falta
something, that
esta e
means
ainda falta
something to
outra.
you,
Tantas plantas, mano.
never let it go. That applies to you too, Isolde. I don't need this.
Bem, encher a
I showered
banheira.
this morning.
What? Ele tem a puta da banheira e está aí no armário, bro. Mano, mano, os homens são mesmo esquisitos, mano. Que a puta, paredes todas fodidas, mano. Está feito, não? Ah, tá, falta aquela. E aquela, já vi, ok.
Don't worry, my dears. I'll take care of you now. Yes, you too, Clara. What do you think? Who? Mirko?
Feito, tá aquela, falta aquela.
Sorry. The idea's just too funny for me. But don't worry, I'm not like Mirko. I won't abandon you. None of you is dying on my watch.
Let's go, mano. Pelo menos isso. Mano, onde é que está a outra planta? Não há mais nenhuma, não foda-se. Foda-se. Nas janelas ele também tem plantas, mano. Que filha da puta. Não tem mais nada que fazer. Bem, eu vou melhorar o show de quarto, mano. Fica melhor mesmo. What?
So, Now all I need is to water you.
Não dá para abrir. Esta show do vizinho. Não dá.
I actually still have some water in the watering can.
Pois, mas eu não sei nem que dá a planta para regar. Que tu não me dizes. Sou cabeça de cu, meu.
Yes, Eric?
Pega, um bocadinho
I have
de
enough
água,
water,
mano.
Kolya. I'm in the prime of my life. You don't have to water me.
Mirko's toad lily. He left it behind. Just like me and you. Right, Eric?
If
Yes.
you would want to leave, why didn't you, Kolya? With Mirko. You know why. You belong here.
Por que eu tenho uma planta? Está feito, mano. Esta está regada. Já foi a mais. Temos aqui um 4, mano. Toma. Tá, telefone. Já estava no telefone também, se foda. $1989.
So, my dears, now I'll water you.
Caralho. Mas vais regar quem, bro? A foder, até na caganeira tem. Não dá para fazer nada, bro.
So, my dears, now I'll water you.
Mas vais regar o quê, Zé? Já está regado, bro. Vou perder aqui, mano. Isso acontece quando eu chego aqui. São estas, mano.
So, my dears, now I'll water you.
Vamos fusíveis, toma. Está ali alguém, não está? Foda-se, deixa cair água sem querer. Estou a ver plantas uma a uma, bro.
I believe in integrity and loyalty. I don't shirk my responsibilities, unlike some people. So, my dears, now I'll water you.
Desculpa. Ainda falta mais, mano. Não falta muito, não? Filho da puta, mas não vai. Não vai, Zé.
So, my dears, now I'll water you.
Oh, mano, se ouvir esta merda mais uma vez, mano, vou ao cu, mano. Tem que ser aqui. Não há nada. Oh. Aí. Já vai. Já vai. Isto vai ser muito rápido. É tudo muito rápido.
So, my dears, now
Cala-te,
I'll
caralho.
water you.
Mas já fiz essas plantas todas.
So, my dears, now I'll water you.
Espera aí. Será que eu...
But if everybody runs away and only thinks about themselves, who's going to think about me? So that's enough drink for now, my friends. Oh, what's that?
Está foder, bro.
Give it back, you thief. Hello, Collier. Good aim, and I would know. After all, I did win the German Paper Aeroplane Championship when I was 12.
Oh.
My name's Lou. I do art for
Lou.
a living. Well, part of a profession is presumably being able to afford to eat from it. Well, it's not all roses over here either. More
Okay.
like toad lilies. Preferably no water. I
Mas segue
understand.
sempre da problema. Bate-me no
Maybe
cu.
we could both use some schnapps. With that, best wishes to you and the toad. Enclosed is a picture of you both. This is how I imagine you, Collier. I like people with sad eyes. Sad eyes. That was blazing anger. Actually, you're not wrong.
Calma, eu estou calma. Estou eu.
But you could have just as easily focused on my prominent chin.
Borrei-me todo. Mano, borrei-me
I
todo,
can't park
Zé.
the same plane again. That would be embarrassing. Then again, I have two clumsy mitts where my hands should be.
Kolja, if you were as motivated at work as you are when making paper planes, you would already be a hero of labor.
Bem, bora lá.
I easily make up for my lack of talent with my massive ineptitude, coupled with an unusually long and persistent losing streak. So, hello Lou. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to paper planes. Here's a portrait of you in return. I did it in a more of a deconstructivist
Sai todo ele, mau.
I'd send you a shot of schnapps, but it wouldn't work. I think it would disrupt the airflow. But maybe I have a better idea. Dinner? Oh, this is probably the dumbest idea of all time. Or the best.
Sim, não, talvez.
But probably the dumbest.
Foda-se, é assim que está a convidar a gaja para jantar, mano. Let's go, mano. Tem que tomar dicas. Onde é que está a puta da window? Está ali.
It's really important to aim well this time. Time to fly. You can do it! Just a bit to the side.
Ah, mano, quase, bro. Foi o Bento. O Bento lixou-me.
Okay, the new model delivers on its promises. Now that I've suggested dinner, I should probably go check that I have enough food.
I
vamos lá.
hope you can come up with something better than the stuff that you serve me.
There should probably be at least 3 courses.
Entrada, prato.
Oh no! It's alive! Vanilla pudding. Oh, only 2 days out of date.
2 dias,
It's
pé.
still good.
Para de validade estava uma.
Ugh. I'd rather cut my stinky socks into slices and eat them instead of this leftover cheese. Yesterday's leftovers are in the oven. Or are they from the day before?
Dá
I
para
could make something out of that. Not exactly the best selection from the cellar.
Ew.
Ew. Well, who needs vitamins anyway?
Está tudo podre, mano.
Soyanka soup, Soyanka soup. All I see is Soyanka soup.
A única merda que tens,
The
mano.
reply's already here, or the rejection, should I say.
Oh, deixa
Lou
ver.
writes, dinner this evening? Lou checked off maybe. In brackets, only joking, I'm in.
Eu aceito. Let's go, mano. Não nos conhecemos um ao outro, nunca vimos, mano, e já aceita, mano.
2.
Todos.
Banana split for dessert. 3rd, absinthe, a nightcap, also for dessert. What have you got on offer? P.S. Here's a puzzle. Well, do you know what it is? Ha ha, typical West German. Lou's menu doesn't sound that much better than what I've got here. Maybe I could spice up the lasagna with a certain ingredient.
Dobrava bem de papel,
Herbs
bora.
actually go really well with lasagna, and they're light too.
Vai esta.
A real classic. Very good. That'll give Lou's lasagna the finishing touch. And now I'll pack it in the next letter. I need a model with a cargo hold for herbs.
Vai ser esta.
Oh
Jesus,
my.
man.
I wonder if
Já,
this
já, é
is
ti-
gonna work.
já é tipo de navios que eu já nem sabia que havia, mano.
Lou,
Já nem sabia que
That
existia.
sounds like an exquisite menu suggestion. Lasagna tastes even better the next day anyway. At least, that's what I heard somewhere. I've attached an ingredient to spice it up. Thyme, fresh from the windowsill. This general-purpose herb will give your lasagna a mild, aromatic zing.
Já tá?
I just looked in my kitchen cupboard. It's Solyanka soup for me today, yet again. All right, let's try to smuggle this valuable cargo into the West.
Oh, my heart. It's melting.
Ah, tem carro com estes romances, mano. Para lançar-lhe o avião.
Careful, this time the plane is loaded with a few grams, or milligrams. It's a little windier than before.
Já fui com o caralho.
There we go, my lovely herbs. Fortunately, I have some more. Ah, again. Perfect. The herbs have been delivered
Aquelas dá,
direct to the
pensava que fodia.
apartment. Now, off to the kitchen with you, chef. This gourmet menu isn't going to cook itself.
Why don't you make some food for me?
Caralho, olha. Aqui, ó. Estás a ver este? Vai fazê-lo. Foda-se. Sai da água. Nunca usei isto na minha vida, mano.
How
Com
about,
abre-latas.
for a change, we
Nunca,
have
nunca usei, mano.
surprise Solyanka soup. Opening it makes me think about Mirko. Did Mirko actually eat anything else apart from Solyanka soup? He wasn't exactly gifted in the kitchen, but he was actually a good friend. Mostly.
Tem um pouco de sal. Tira. E mexe aí, mexe. Vais meter mais?
A bit of heat never hurt a dish. Unless it's meant to be served cold, of course.
Pô, mano, estou a cozinhar, mano.
160 degrees.
Mano, isto ensina-me a levantar, mano. Ensina-me a cozinhar, bro.
Ah, the pudding's already made, conveniently. You remind me of my upper arms.
A cerveja no
The beer goes in the
congelador.
fridge. I can't forget that. Otherwise the whole thing will be ruined.
Fazer amor.
I'm excited to see whether Lou wrote me back. A reply.
Estás lá comigo, mano.
Let's see. Dear Mr. Gourmet. Thank you, very considerate. And what a performance, sending the plane and cargo sailing to me through the window.
Mano, porquê gostas?
Now there's nothing standing in the way of a delicious meal. It also gave me another idea of how we could spice things up even more. How about playing a little prank on the knuckleheads down on the wall? Maybe you'll come up with something while you're folding your next plate. If you do it, I might tell you an embarrassing fact about myself. I'll grab my binoculars. Eric, did you hear that?
Obrigado,
She wants me to prank the border guards. If they catch me, they'll be standing outside my door in 5 minutes and then I am screwed.
It won't just be you. They will make fish sticks out of me.
The plane landed in the middle of Mirko's bed. Like half of East Berlin, it feels like. There must be some really crazy model in here.
Kolja, the guards are going to feed us to the dogs when they catch you.
Well, we have... Dear Mr. Head of Surveillance, why does a Trabi only have one tailpipe? If it had two,
Mas isto é
you would
avião,
at least
mano.
be able to use it as a wheelbarrow. Greetings from a law-abiding citizen. Is this a breach of the peace or just disorderly conduct?
With your bad luck, you are begging to be caught.
Bem, vamos lá. Vamos lá se esta merda que parece mais um chip, mano. E eu bem, mano.
The binoculars.
Mano, foda-se, já estou farto do rato, mano.
What do I see here? That target looks particularly difficult. You'd need real flying talent to land one right there. So I'd be hopeless at it. This is the time and the place for precision and decisiveness. A textbook throw, and in this wind. I'm starting to get good enough to enter the German Championship myself.
Ai, eu
The only
consegui a
question is,
primeira.
which Germany? Stay calm, boy. Just stay calm. for people fleeing the Republic. Oh, well, that was a close one. Today's finally starting to be fun. All right then, on with the show. Time to put on my glad rags.
Agora é para cozinhar, não? O que é que gajo disse?
I should think about putting on my nice clothes. Well. What do we have here? Oh, this is probably my nicest jacket. I wonder if hopefully I'll make some sort of an impression with this.
Vai mesmo com isto, mano.
Luckily, Lou can barely see me from there.
Now, that's what I call a bold
Obrigado. Mas mesmo assim vais de chinelos, bro.
Lou writes, I saw it. You really did it. I suppose I should honor my debt. So here's an embarrassing truth about me.
Mano, ela
I
para tempo
collect
de desenhar.
chips. Yes, potato chips. I have a whole collection already. The key thing for me is they have to have an unusual shape. They have to remind me of something. For example, a certain person. I have never, ever told anyone that. Luckily, nobody's asked me about it either. Now a question for you. Where would you go if it wasn't for the concrete architectural wonder and bad tempers down there? If you could go anywhere, where would you go? That's easy. Eric, who would have guessed that I...
A música já me está... Já está a dar
was lying on the floor just 2 hours ago. Today's been the best day in a long time. Now all we need is the right sound. Let's see, what would go best with our dinner? Punk rock. Not romantic, but it suits the weather.
Not even I can say anything against a bit of
Punk rock não, mano. Tem que ser um pop. Olha este está-me a dar-me vibes disso.
Forever and ever?
A mix of pop music. You can't go wrong with that, right?
One of my favorite tapes.
Este é o quê? Este é o quê?
These jazz improvisations could set an intellectual mood for the evening. In it goes.
Este é o jazz.
If I turn it up loud enough, Lou might be able to hear it.
Vai ser numa bela.
It's quite cozy here. All that's missing now is Lou.
Oh, mano, aí vai ser numa bela. E a cena é que nem estava a ver a bela até antes dele acendê-la, mano. Estava à procura dela e ela estava mesmo à minha frente. Essa é a cena me faz rir. E agora? Muito ao peixe também.
Eric, I didn't mean to forget about you. You should get something to munch on too.
Toma. Ih, caralho. Por isso que o peixe está gordo.
I should probably let Lou know that I'm ready to start when she is. I need a robust model for this storm. The red kite. How fitting. Okay, time for the truth. Let's go, Collier. It's now or never. Lou, dinner is ready. Let's get this started. You told me an embarrassing fact. Where do you even store the chips? Now, I'll tell you mine. When Mirko bolted, he asked me whether I was going to come with him. I said no. My work, which I hate, my apartment, a complete dump. And Anyway, what would happen to my plants? I had a lot of reasons, but really, I was just scared. Another plane, and then we can get started. Oh, I'm so nervous. And I'm starving too. I haven't felt this alive in months. Ooh, it's getting windier. That's not going to make aiming it any easier. Well then, get to it. Hopefully the plane won't get completely soggy in the rain. Just great. I pour my heart out,
Quer dizer,
the
o
plane
outro,
goes and
o
lands
outro
in
que
the
era
mud.
se dar no buraquinho, eu acertei à
Once more.
primeira. Este não acerto. Anda puta, não, Zé. Levanta-te.
Oh, it was so obvious that the letter wouldn't arrive. Of course it would start getting stormy now. Once more. Oh, it was so obvious that the letter wouldn't arrive. Of course it would start getting stormy now. Oh, come on!
This went bad, as always.
E falhamos.
I thought I'd get lucky for once. That something would work out just one time. It's just turned into another complete disaster. I knew it. I shouldn't have even tried in the first place. The phone? Ugh. That's all I need right now.
É ela, né? Alô, estás ocupado? Não, foi por isso que eu atendi.
Christiansen?
You requested a call to West Berlin. The line is now free. I'm connecting you.
I'd completely forgotten.
Hi.
Lu!
Lou?
Well, that was a complete disaster.
Sure was. Hi. Let's make the best of it. Do you want to have dinner over the phone?
Yeah, sure. That's a splendid idea, Kolya.
Por que ele não parece feliz, meu? Faces 2020. Isto é por capítulo.
And what happened next? Did they fall in love? Did they kiss too?
How am I supposed to know? Probably. But they visited each other first. And then they realized that they both preferred to relax to romantic jazz music.
Like you sometimes.
Jazz
They
music, vejam.
started tearing the wall down 1 year later, actually. There's almost nothing of it left today.
I want to keep the paper airplane.
You do that, but then I have to carry on here.
No, tell me more, Dad.
We had a deal, Dilash.
Okay.
Ah, tipo, isto é a mesma casa, né? Mas diferentes moradores. Ok.
Wow, the apartment is ginormous.
They used to build big. Then they put in walls, so there were more apartments.
Ah, mano, é a mesma casa, é.
Boring.
Hug
Why
the
would anyone
police.
need this much space?
It's more for rich people.
Too bad. Can we be rich someday too?
Olha, agora
We have
falaste
to
bem.
renovate a lot of apartments for that.
Ok, mano. Ih, mano, está tudo fodido, esquece lá isso.
Come on, help me here a little. You're just standing around.
If I have to.
You could hammer off the old tiles, or even better, could you look for my screwdriver? you'll need a hammer for the tiles, and you'll just need patience and sharp eyes for the screwdriver.
Okay.
Agora vou encontrar a chave de fenda João, não é?
Whoa. I want to hammer something.
Tiles. Hammer them off the wall. They all need to come down.
All of them? Great.
É isso, não importa. Porra. Eu vou ter que fazer isto um por um, mano. Vai-te a foder. Tenho que fazer isto um por um.
What did that say? Break the tiles or look for the screwdriver?
Bem, vamos procurar a chave de fendas, mas não vou ficar aqui a partir os dois todos.
Why didn't they take their furniture with them?
Não, eu não vou por aqui. Está a foder. Ainda estás a marcar a puta da placa, mano. Ok, está a custar, ok. Vai cortar outra vez. Ok.
There's lots of room in here for all the wonderful. I'll leave it like that for now. Where are the tiles?
Look in the bathroom or the kitchen.
É chave de fendas. Mata o pico, foda-se.
What should I do again?
Well, you can either hammer down the old tiles in the other rooms, or you can find my screwdriver.
Yeah.
Está a foder.
Now the apartment has 2 entrances. The fridge is stinky, Dad. Dad, come quickly. Dad,
Oh, encontrei uma cena.
look, a photo. I found it. There's a year on it. 1933.
That's interesting. I think only very few people had cameras back then.
So, a photographer hid it here.
Yeah, maybe. But 1933? That
Por
wasn't a
favor,
good time.
Ah, senhoras.
Huh? How come? They had enormous apartments.
1933 wasn't like any other year in Germany.
Tell me.
It'll take a while.
That doesn't matter, Dad.
The Suitcase, 1933. Agora vamos para a Alemanha em 1963.
I will miss you, my little friend.
Joseph.
You know that I am a man of few words.
Ok, bora. E o gajo vai soltar o pássaro. Nós somos velhos. Foi no caralho.
Go. You are free. Go on now. The sun shines the same on rich and poor.
Ai,
That's the ticket. Have adventures. Make new friends. The world is your oyster. I will leave your door open, and you can leave whenever you want. How does that sound? The telephone. That must be Esther.
é a mesma casa.
Yes, yes, I'm coming. This old man's not as spry as he used to be.
Joseph?
Esther?
Esther?
I'm on my way now. Once I arrive, come down to the street when I sound my horn.
Must we? Really? I am old, Esther. And I do not feel like making such a long journey.
I know, Joseph. For a fossil like you, it is a trek. Take your time. I will be waiting. Have you
Agora tens de
packed
fazer a
yet?
mala. Já vi que temos ali a lista.
I really don't know what I should pack, Esther.
Do not worry, Joseph. We made a list together, remember? It should be next to the telephone.
Talvez
Yes,
câmara.
I have it here. Thank you, Esther. What would I do without you?
Pack your things. Until then, Joseph.
Work jacket, passport, lucky shoes,
Passaporte. Pelo menos recebi o meu. Está ali no
pocket
carro.
watch, razor, journal.
Eu nem sei onde é que está o meu passaporte já, mano. Eu recebi-o segunda-feira.
Where should I even
Já nem sei onde é que ele anda, mano. Oh. Onde é que está a minha mala? A mala, ok, é esta.
There's something funny about that clock. There's something funny about that clock. A good suitcase for my father. I still need to pack all the important things on the list in my suitcase.
E o quê? Navalha.
For the
Diário.
longest time, I have wanted to take on this door. It
Este
has
diário.
become stiffer and stiffer since I have lived here. And at some point, it won't be able to be opened at all. The only joy of leaving things behind is that
Cadê a
you
navalha?
also leave behind
Da puta!
unfinished projects. I can't see my hand in front of my face. You can't see much in the red light, but it protects the sensitive film. You can always use a razor, no matter where you go. Here, look, I had completely forgotten. This photograph is from the Great Depression.
A Grande Depressão.
I had come up with a few things to give people their cinema experience. Movies are especially important when people are going through hard times.
Já éramos velhos aqui. Cinema contra a crise. Ou sem crise, quero que as pessoas se divirtam no cinema, todos podem pagar com o que tiver. Sempre cheio, juntos vamos reerguer-nos.
I could probably go without the razor. It would be a shame to leave these photographs here. However, I can also gather everything out first and then see what fits. I am still missing a few items from the list. The kitchen was always my favorite room,
Daqui a horas.
especially in the mornings when the light would shine in almost magically. for a few minutes.
Yeah.
It was the perfect environment for writing a few words in my journal.
Ali o diário, é o verde.
Der Luftpirat und sein lenkbares Luftschiff. Captain Morse battles with his airship Meteor against one new villain after another. How I loved these stories. A shame the series. The telephone? Who could it be?
Telefone? O que é o telefone, caralho?
Hello? To whom am I speaking?
Não é ninguém.
Is anybody there? They just hung up.
Foi o caso que tu
This
deu.
has been happening for a few weeks now.
Onde é que está o diário do gajo?
Der Luftpirat und sein lenkbares Luftschiff. Captain Morse battles with his airship Meteor against one new villain after another. How I love these stories. A shame the series was discontinued in 1912. I no longer have any idea what these keys unlock. But you don't throw keys away. So this is not the right key.
Esta.
This one doesn't fit either. This isn't the right key either.
Esta.
The key fits. My old journal. I stopped writing in it after this entry. The most
minério pegou
painful
fogo.
day of my life.
Esquece. Com um balde de água. Ah, está bonito. Ajuda, porque queria bem me ajudar. Com a bengala. Não tens que ela sem partir.
Must I decide? Some of these things I could simply buy again. Others are irreplaceable. I could probably... She cannot
gosta
hear
assim.
me. I've barely moved. Miss Herman, she doesn't say hello anymore. But she's not above that sort of thing. How many hours have I spent here in the workshop? For nothing? I have always enjoyed repairing things myself, though. A living room, a workshop, and a study. A lone wolf's apartment. That has never bothered me. I like being alone. My insurance document. I certainly won't be needing these anymore. Documents upon documents that I no longer need.
O passaporte, olha o
The
passaporte.
road back by Erich Maria Remarque. Soldiers tried to return home after the Great War. Luckily, I was already so old back then that I was spared any of that.
E caralho, está tudo. Ai, bem.
A tidy desk is a desk that isn't being worked at. The road back by Erich Maria Remarque. Soldiers tried to return home after the Great War. Luckily, I was already so old back then that I was spared any of that. Nobody needs this paper anymore. Leaving the accounts behind won't be too difficult a decision. A young writer sent me this screenplay. I liked him, but the script was, well, never mind. It is terrible, but his passion for writing impressed me. Bills, bills, bills. I settled them a while ago. My insurance document. I certainly won't be needing these anymore.
Sim.
I was able to save the projector from the fire.
Também disse, mano, menos prejuízo.
Married Life by David Vogel. A writer falls for a femme fatale. The whole story takes place in Vienna, Austria. Very nice, but not essential. A trip to the moon. The oven has been out of commission ever since I have used it to store my highly flammable treasures. Such a mess. These contracts are worthless now. Oh, look. I shouldn't forget this lovely item. There's even some film still left inside. Maybe I can take a picture with it.
Hey.
One last shot. What will I photograph? Wonderful. I'll develop the image once I've set up my laboratory somewhere.
Agora, a roupa, onde é que vou buscá-la?
For 65 years, I had no problem sleeping, and yet I have had many sleepless nights over the last few weeks. A lot of memories, but I can't take them all with me.
Foda-se, então foda-se, mano.
I've already packed some pants. This is it, my favorite jacket. Look, the badge from my old employer is still here. It's been an eternity.
Foda. Tem que comemorar tudo. Aí o gajo só carimbava. Tumba. Aí. Nem lia. Era só carimbar. Siga. Trabalho. Agora posso pensar em algo novo.
I could never leave my camera behind. A jacket for cold days. Who knows where this journey will take us? I should continue to write in my journal to document my travels.
Aqui, caralho.
A good day starts with a... All right, what's next?
E ora? Suporte. Onde está o passaporte?
Nothing but worthless trinkets. I've already packed enough undershirts. These are lovely shoes, but not my lucky shoes. Lots of things have accumulated here too.
Ja, então estou sapatos da sorte.
Workers leaving the Lumiere factory in Lyon. Paperwork. I'm not taking this. I probably won't be needing this. This is the first movie by the Lumieres, so I should keep it safe. Though honestly, this movie reel didn't sweep me off my feet. A chest full of junk. I'll leave it here.
Ah, nos sapatos da sorte.
My lucky shoes. Old shoes are always the most comfortable to wear, though they could do with some new soles.
Comprar essa merda. Eu quero abrir o cinema. Ah. A vizinhança adora o meu empreendimento, mano, ainda bem. Ainda bem que adora.
I'm taking my lucky shoes with me. I'm going to need some luck. Done.
E agora
Not
falta agora.
much is left on my list.
Só porta-relógio do bolso. Eita, era para ali, né?
There's something funny about that clock.
É o barulho.
The back door is always locked. Only Lysian uses it for cleaning. Now it's no longer of any use.
Posso embora.
I haven't looked in here in a while. Doesn't seem important. Where did all these useless things come from? I won't need these bits and pieces.
Pois.
I think I'll manage without this stuff.
Ei, vamos lá ver.
I have a distinguished Pinot Gris from 1928. It isn't kosher though, but nobody needs to know. Lysian and Esther pooled their money to give me this painting of the Oberbaum Bridge for my 50th birthday. I kept telling them they didn't have to get me anything.
Não interessa, mano. Onde é que posso encontrar as outras coisas, mano?
My 1932 tax return. For one. Not again. I should hurry. My parents on their wedding day. I am glad that they don't have to experience any of what's going on here. Lysian and Esther pooled their money to give me this painting of the Oberbaum Bridge for my 50th birthday.
Olha.
I kept telling them they didn't have to get me anything. The ice in the fridge will quickly melt. The good old wood-burning stove. Freshly roasted
Let's
coffee
tell
never
Alan.
tasted as good as it did here.
Ah, peraí. Ah, Estou na oficina.
The first movies were documentaries. The Lumiere brothers, of course, the Skladanovskys, William Dixon. For me, though, there is one person who changed everything. Georges Méliès. He was the first person who understood the power of film. He told
Total,
stories
tá no
and
escritório.
transported us to another world. A tidy desk is a desk that isn't being worked at. Documents upon documents that I no longer need. A tidy desk is a desk that isn't being worked at. A fake button, just like in the adventure novels. A clumsy
passaporte.
trick for an alten Kacker. Ah, there
puta.
it is. My passport. Yes. And the contracts and folder for the Minerva Lichtspiele. I still remember the day when I first held them in my hands.
Realmente posso fazer o que vou entender aqui. O gajo criou o mesmo cinema. Tempos modernos.
Let's see how far I get with my passport. The keys to the cinema are inside. I don't know why, but I don't want to leave. Just a few items left.
Então. O relógio.
I'm still missing my pocket watch. I believe it's in my workshop.
Workshop é para aqui. Está a foder.
Esther, that must be her. Hopefully no one noticed. I'll be down soon, Esther. Give me a few more minutes. My pocket watch. I will always remember the combination. 1st of December, 1895. That was the day of the first movie. And then 12 counterclockwise. I actually just wanted to impress a girl. Then 18 clockwise. It may have had an unhappy backstory. And then 95 counterclockwise.
Fácil. Fácil, mano. Bora.
Grandfather's pocket watch. The watch stopped on the morning of Black Thursday. It was truly a crazy coincidence. The coil spring snapped, but it can surely be repaired again.
Já temos tudo, bora. Quebra da bolsa de valores. Botaram a culpa em nós. Tem que ir, vai, 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 vai.
Oh! They're after me. I have to get out of here now. I shouldn't bring this. It takes up far too much space. Or maybe I should? No, that would be absurd.
Vou tirar. Vai, bora.
Let's go, quickly.
Mr. Lieberman, Sturmabteilung, Auxiliary Police. Your neighbor has complained about the constant disturbance of the peace. Open the door.
I can't get around them. It's a trap. I must take the back exit.
Já foste.
Quick, let's get out of here. Move faster, Josef, before they break the door down.
Fácil. Anda, abre, abre, abre,
That's
abre.
that. Goodbye, my old
Ciao,
apartment.
ciao.
Or farewell.
Ah. Mano, não cai nessas merdas, mano. Let's go, acabei o episódio de 1933, mano. Easy. Traços 2020.
Did Joseph make it in the end?
Joseph made it. He traveled all the way to Paris with Esther. He then later migrated to the United States on the trail of Hollywood movie stars.
He had his lucky shoes with him.
That's something, at least, and a ton of memories.
Thankfully, those times are over.
And now we have been chatting for ages. I need to get back to work.
Look here, Dad. Dad?
Hmm?
Wow, that must have belonged to Bismarck the bird. Or the great-great-great-grandchild of Bismarck the bird.
Alguns dias depois.
It played for me. It played for Dad.
É chouriço. Espera. Mete o queijo. Isto está pesado para caralho.
Are you hungry too?
I'll take care of the food. It wouldn't
Hey.
be so boring if there were other kids here.
Not right now, sorry.
I'll take care of the food.
É só pegar no prato do gajo.
Surprise! One daddy special coming up.
Nothing at all?
For you.
Thank you.
Pronto, é hora.
When can we go back to school?
No one knows. Soon, hopefully.
We'll definitely be finished with the apartment by then.
Boom. Vou dar uma merda aqui, cara.
What are you looking for again, Dad?
The screwdriver. Small, round, for unscrewing screws.
Olha lá onde é que está essa merda. Para deixar fendas.
Down with the old wallpaper. That's a funny mark. This old mattress is gross.
Passa a polícia. Ali, ó.
I found something. A star made of straw, but in the stove? Why would anyone want to burn it?
Well, maybe it got really cold in here.
Faz uma
How
história.
stupid. They should have just turned the heat up.
No, you see, after the war, for example, there was no heating. Everything was broken.
But if everything was broken, then the star would be broken too, and the stove, and the people.
Maybe that's no ordinary star.
A magic star.
I think you might be right.
Ai caralho. Só faltam duas histórias para ouvir. Já, então não vou fazer. Tem Noite Silenciosa 1945, ou seja, no final da guerra, acho eu. Salvo erro. Caralho. Vou fazer o segundo jogo, já estou bem cansado. É Natal, é Natal. Matilda. Matilda.
Matilda. Matilda?
Sim?
You're daydreaming again.
I'm so looking forward to Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
There's still something to do first.
Ok.
Are you finished?
No. I wonder what's happened to the man with the funny voice. I haven't heard him for a long while.
Leave it be, Matilda. He doesn't speak anymore. They play more music now. Leave the foot stamps there. They need to last us the next 14 days.
Mom, are these stamps for chocolate too?
Rarely. That Crook Conrad would rather sell them for cigarettes.
What can you get for cigarettes?
Good stuff, and things you can't buy with stamps. Real flour, bacon, sugar. The black market is a real Santa Claus.
Mom, the food smells good. Where did you get the turnips?
From Gesundbrunnen station. Cargo trains pass through there, with provisions for the Russians.
Fácil.
I stood for hours in the cold. A sentry watched me and laughed at me.
Oh,
When the train came, I asked him if I could have something. First he mocked me, but then he threw 2 turnips.
é que tu vai as pinhas?
That's good at least.
If you can get something, then you take it.
Ah,
Got it?
estamos a decorar o Natal.
Laughter passes by, but a turnip in the belly lasts. Yeah?
Would Dad be upset that Mom traded in her wedding ring?
Veja que belas.
Will we do a hoarding trip again?
There are barely any trains running at all.
Can't we go visit Aunt Lottie in the countryside again? See the cows?
It's not much better there either.
Ok, isto vai aonde?
One for me, one for Mom.
Para tu aqui.
We are staying here. This is our home.
We'll make it pretty. Besides, if we move, Dad won't be able to find us.
Matilda,
Did I do something wrong?
who's the 4th plate for? Can't you count?
But I thought... Because it's Christmas.
Ele não para de barrer, mano. Daqui a pouco está a barrer para toda a
Dad's
madeira,
surely on
mano.
his way.
You really do believe in Christmas miracles. Or
Eu sou
right.
criança, mãe.
There are no tangerines this year, so Lucas and I just painted a few stones instead. Do you have to move rubble again tomorrow as well?
Yes, there are only 8 women there today. We'll get more food stamps if we can free up the wall by New Year.
Can I come too? I'm strong.
It's no work for children. Your eyes water from all the dust, and you can barely breathe, and you'll find awful things in the rubble. No, it's no work for children.
There are no tangerines this year, so Lucas and I just painted a few stones instead.
So, 150 grams of
Oh.
bread per head. That's enough for 3 thinly cut slices.
Mom says the city's slowly running out of wood.
E que meteu isto agora? Não sei onde é que meteu isto. Aí não interessa. Próximo. Esta bosta.
Everything needs to be beautiful. The room won't decorate itself.
Mommy will be happy once I put everything out.
Volta.
I dreamed of chocolate cake last
Fica
night
aqui.
with cream and nuts. Sometimes I dream of Aunt Lottie's roast dinner. Do you know the one? Our plates were so full that we could cut the fat off the meat.
Vou faltar o
Those
Natal.
times are long gone.
Falta este pinho, mano. Onde é que eu meto este pinho? Aqui no Natal, Zé. A cena é que eu não sei.
The things in your basket need to be put up everywhere. Everything should be just like it used to be.
Mommy will be happy once I put everything out.
Keep the door closed.
Mom, the Christmas tree looks so sad.
Nonsense. Can we eat?
I need decorations for the tree. Can I go into the locked room? Please?
There's nothing in there for children.
There's
Okay,
so
there's
many
la-
odds and ends lying around in there. Then I'll be a rubble woman too.
All right. Bet put something warm on. Just this once, though.
Yeah. I'll promise. I'll be back soon, Mom. Hey! Thanks. See you in a minute.
Já foste, já te roubei o chapéu. Que puta.
All right then. Let's have a look. Whoa. Empty. But good for glittering stars. Rations, supplies. It looks a little like Mom's housekeeping plan. Might be useful to light fires. Wir Deutschen für... I can't make out the rest, but it's pretty.
É tudo destruído, mano.
Oh, cow poop. Now they're stuck behind the lid. A map. I don't really understand what it's for, but it looks nice. The nest has been empty for months. I hope the birds are doing well. Apparently, the previous tenant gave us this as a gift, but we never used it.
Não há nada.
Perfect. That'll be great.
Vamos lá.
That's not enough to decorate the Christmas tree.
Não, pois, claro.
So shiny, but what can I do with these?
Mas uma shotgun.
If I carefully... Oh, how wonderful. Mom probably forgot that we had these. Boring books. No magic or fairies. But there's something underneath. That's medals. But today, they are Christmas tree balls.
Tá bom, não?
Dad played played and sang so beautifully, but the lyrics were boring. It was always about the same thing. Dad played and sang so beautifully, but the lyrics were boring. It was always about the same thing. Lucas and I built it earlier.
Oh, está toda destruída, meu. Já está feito. Bora.
Finally, there you are. We are waiting.
Almost done. I just have to decorate the Christmas tree.
Matilda, that's not a toy.
Mas quantos é que eu tenho destes, mano?
They look great.
Come on, sit down. We want to celebrate Christmas now. I don't want them in the house. Maybe we can sell them for some money. Your father's medals? This is bordering on disrespect.
Mom, are you mad? Wonderful. Nothing to complain about there.
Oi, vamos lá sentar-nos a comer. Está feito. Easy, mano.
Hands on the table. We are still civilized people.
Mom, did Dad kill people? I asked you something. Mom,
Ask him yourself when he's back.
when will he be back?
Eat your soup.
Why do we write letters to him if he never writes back?
Matilda, you're ruining Christmas dinner for us with all your questions. One last time. Eat your soup. And keep your mouth shut.
But Dad wasn't a hero.
Your father was an honorable man. What was he supposed to do? We didn't know any of that.
True.
We don't have any more, Matilda. Nothing. And I don't have any energy left to feel ashamed. We should never have returned to Berlin. Everything's supposed to be the way it used to be. Lucas, why don't you play us something on your recorder?
Anda, vai. Faz uma coisa de jeito. Quer dizer, mas ainda estás na taça.
Your father would have liked that.
Fácil.
Why did Matilda's mom lie?
Maybe she thought it was the truth. Somehow. Things often look different in retrospect.
Yeah, like in school. Sometimes I see things differently too. Like after math quiz.
School is important. Don't get into any trouble.
Yeah.
It was just a joke.
Mas isto depois agora vai ser o quê? 2006? Aí?
I'll make it cozy for us.
Eu de agora. O cavalo, onde é que vou meter o caralho do cavalo?
Look how quickly you can get from one room to another now. This is a really nice room too, Dad.
Apertar a porta.
Do you think people wanted us to find these things?
Some of them maybe. It's coincidence for the others. Just like all the stuff from the attic. Can you help me throw them into the chute?
Está feito. Ai caralho.
Think all of that has to go now. Get rid of the old stuff. There's something there, but I can't get to it. What is that?
Tenho de escrever, vai ser 1900
What is that funny thing?
That's an old typewriter. That's how people used to write. Give it a go.
But it's not even plugged in. Does it have a battery?
It works without electricity. A little like stamping.
Can I write a story with it?
You can use it to write anything.
Maybe an adventure, a true legend. You know, before, you used to make up a story for me every night.
Yeah, to help you fall asleep. But that got a bit exhausting for me after a while.
Can we do that again? Every night? Please, please.
You come up with something. You're already in the 2nd grade.
Okay. So, this typewriter
O astronauta.
once belonged to a great
Vai ser
author.
uma história da
No,
imaginação
an
dela.
astronaut.
Maybe both can be true.
Ei, eu estou todo fodido, mano. Cansado para caralho, mano. Foda-se. Interfaces from Orbit 1967.
You know what, Antonia? This looks pretty good so far. Well, for the 5th draft. If I could just keep my eyes open for another hour or two. Maybe then I'd manage to rewrite the beginning again. Especially with all those wonderful suggestions from up on high. No time like the present. The cosmonaut was ready to set forth into an unknown world.
A partir.
As her crew was stuck on the surface of the moon, she had no option but to pilot her ship.
Hey.
I should probably decide on a name for that spaceship. The GDRS, Friendship, to her destination
NrT
on her
amizade.
own. It carried her farther and farther away from the sun and so far away from the blue planet. I'll leave it like that for now. I can always change it later if I need to. In the 6th or 16th pass. She was ready to lead humanity into a new era. her destination was the planet Jupiter, the largest and most massive of the known planets, the king of the gods. Jupiter had always drawn
Puta, isto é bem engraçado, mano. Os carregam todas as teclas disto que era bem rápido, mano.
The signal that originated from there had been puzzling humanity for 6 years. She looked at the photograph in her hand. It was the last group photo of the crew, taken on Earth before the blast-off. There's still 2 possibilities for the backstory. Both would work, but what would the publishing authority prefer? She felt as if an eternity had passed, with tears in her eyes. She remembered the unfortunate fate of Chief Engineer Liu Yakun, whose body was saturated with deadly radiation as she aligned the forward shield. She would see this mission through to its end, if not for the people of Earth, then for the comrades who had been forced to stay behind.
Oi, tá aí, feliz carnaval.
It's a lot of repetition.
Quando é que é o
I'm sure
carnaval?
some
Por falar
readers
nisso,
will be
não?
grateful for the summary. A quick break might be in order.
Ok, finalmente, mano. Eu vou escrever mais.
My first book,
Feliz Natal.
Changed, is almost 5 years old. Although
Change.
Standstill would have been more appropriate after the publishing authority had gone through it, but it was an achievement to have published anything. My first book,
Foda-se, mano, peguei no mesmo livro,
is
bro.
almost 5 years old. Although Standstill would have been more appropriate after the publishing authority had gone through it, but it was an achievement to have published anything.
Ok.
Mom was always so proud of Dad's achievements. I always wondered whether she even really liked his books. If I hadn't bumped into the physics students in the library, the whole story would be a sloppy mess. Sometimes I wish I never signed this contract.
Ora bem. Ui,
I'm
ela
quite proud
é
of the
detetive
story
também.
structure. The plot is
Ah, isto.
relatively complex,
Ok.
and it's still accessible.
Pronto, liga a luz, que eu
Why do I
preciso de
have
uma.
all these old tombs from the great Karl G. Zelensky laying around?
Ora bem.
Did I really smoke them all?
Caralho, foi. Ainda tem mais 5. Uou.
What? Stay calm. You're just a bit tired.
Warning, warning. Pilot to the bridge. Interstellar objects in close range.
Ela está toda a levitar. What? Olha os óculos. Ah, os óculos estão coisados ao pescoço, ok. Ah, bem, mano. Ah, bem que os óculos estavam bugados. Deixa eu ver. Deixa-me ver ao espelho para ver como é que eu sou. Nós estamos numa nave especial. Uou!
Let's see. What happened? The cosmonaut had almost left the asteroid belt. The last few rocks streaked past dangerously close to the ship.
E continuamos a escrever a história.
She had to take action.
Computer, activate the ray guns. Fire!
Fogo nessa bosta, mano.
Activating ray guns.
Weapons that fire pure energy? Would humanity have not wiped itself out a long time ago with these? Well, that was a little too easy. This needs to be something more intense to make the danger more palpable. Another asteroid approached the ship. It was on a direct collision course.
Manobra.
Computer, full power to the maneuvering thrusters.
Confirmed. Redirecting power to the maneuvering thrusters.
I wonder if something like this might be possible someday. It's certainly conceivable. At the farthest edge of the asteroid field, the cosmonauts saw her long-awaited destination. The planet Jupiter was in sight. Come on.
Estás quase a
A
chegar.
little more detail will bring this scene to life. The view was breathtaking. Revealed before her was a pristine, brightly shining, azure blue sphere hanging peacefully against the darkness of the cosmos. The view reminded her of the sky above the
Ele está a
Baltic
escrever
Sea
uma história
on
ainda.
a clear summer's day. How far had she traveled? That's powerful. That shows that her feelings are still a little melancholy, despite the importance of her mission. The surface of the planet is calm, smooth, and still like the ocean on a windless night. Oh, that's getting a bit over the top now. I'll have to go over it again later. And now, an exciting lead into the next chapter to keep my readers hooked.
¿Qué?
Computer, prepare to land. Let's take a closer look at this new world.
Course calculated. Landing
Vamos
initiated.
aterrar.
The communication model emitted a signal.
What's that? Where's that coming from? It sounds like someone's trying to
Ele está a fazer contacto.
This is the GDRS friendship heading to the planet Jupiter. To whom am I speaking? Come in.
This is Bulo. I hope I'm not disturbing your work too much.
Yes, Comrade Bulo. Hello. I was actually just about to take a break. Oh, the new revision is almost complete.
Ah, yes, exactly. About your novel, hang on.
Como é que ele
The
chama?
one
Nem sabe.
called...
Yes, I'll go through it slowly so you can write it down.
Preciosos seres.
Silent beings from the planet Jupiter.
Yes, exactly. Of
Planeta
course, that's
Jupiter.
the name. Yeah, it's a powerful title. So about the new draft, I've just come out of a meeting with the publishing authority.
Yes?
Unfortunately, there are still one or two issues.
Claro que temos, mano. Há
You
sempre
know what they're
problemas.
like,
Nada
it's
perfeito.
nothing personal.
Yeah, I know.
First of all, regarding the main character and the idea of a female
Qual é o
cosmonaut,
problema?
think about character leads like Yuri Gagarin. People just relate more to male protagonists.
Well, I think...
And then we're a little uncertain about whether landing on an alien planet might not just be altogether reckless. After all, the crew doesn't know anything about the political positions of the inhabitants. Imagine suddenly finding yourself in the parco of the aliens. Unthinkable.
But it all revolves around that. That's the core of the entire story. And the book is almost finished now.
It will only be finished once the approval procedure's complete. Zelensky, you have to deliver now.
Yes.
Maybe you could contact your father, Carl.
Because he did everything you told him to? But the book is almost finished.
Excuse me? Miss Zelensky?
That's fine, Comrade Bulo. I'll take care of it without my father.
Depois 10 bits. Lá
What a
foi o trabalho
disaster.
todo, já.
They want me to change everything. How am I even supposed to manage that? I have to pull myself together now.
É por isso
or
que
else
contratos
everything will blow
é
up
uma
in my
merda.
face.
Não tens liberdade para nada.
Attention. Fluctuation in the fabric of space-time. Danger. Danger.
Back to the bridge.
Posso entrar aí? Não.
The GDRS friendship had run into massive turbulence. It almost seemed like the fabric that made up interplanetary space was being torn apart. The changes are tearing everything apart.
É que o ataque todo aqui aos pedaços, mano.
They want me to ask for Dad's input because he always did what they said, but we'll get there. Nothing's working anymore. No chance. Broken. All the systems had failed. Even the controls were unresponsive to the cosmonauts' inputs. She had to find and open the maintenance hatch.
Escotilha de manutenção.
Broken.
Não abre. Foda-se.
Nothing's working anymore. The maintenance hatch. What a mess.
Caralho, tá mesmo todo fodido.
Stay calm. We can do it. What did Bulo say? No female protagonists. Contact is too dangerous. Where do I start? What if I just changed? Maybe I can appease Bulo if I change the flashback into the cosmonauts' past in chapter 4? And maybe if the female main character isn't quite as independent. But if I change that, it will obviously impact everything that happens later. Oh geez, the simplest chain reaction. A cascade, a butterfly effect. Maybe it would be better to go to chapter 5 and change the focus here. I was never keen on the orbiting of the moon anyway. The crew instead had problems with...
Wait. Espera. Casino na
The
Lua.
crew could find an interplanetary space casino that would obviously be run by Westerners. They steal money from our heroes, and that would also give me an explanation for the lack of fuel.
Fácil, mano.
Will that help though? The core of the story is supposed to be about something completely different. Come on, Antonia. Let your imagination run wild again. What if we spice up the story with real science fiction elements like... The end just doesn't take place. It has taken place, and will take place again. There are multiple dimensions at different points in time, and everything is happening at the same time. And then again, at the same time it doesn't. It's only getting more complicated. Don't let it drive you crazy, Antonia. Concentrate on the core of the story. The core.
Quer rasgar. Só ideias de merda.
It needs to be something even more powerful. Everything is possible. There are no limits.
No limits,
The
okay.
greatest threat to the crew is... the sun could become a black hole, swallowing everything up.
Okay, estou a estar.
Energy, time itself. And that's obviously a metaphor for the insatiability of the ruthless capitalistic system. The black hole is obviously a trigger for the time travel, that's clear. It's the beginning, end, and the middle all at once. There. I wouldn't need to explain much more than that. That would solve almost all my problems.
Está feito?
Oh no. But then, is that still the core of my story?
Que puta.
I think I've almost cracked this nut.
Olha para o
I
quadro.
have to go further. Another stroke of genius. It turns out in the end, the signal was
Mano, não feita de
fabricated
queijo,
by
mas não faz
intellectual
sentido.
vampires from Venus. They could even join forces with the casino operators from the moon. After all, they're bloodsuckers too. That makes total sense. That's it. Just brilliant. I think this idea is now complete garbage. I'm officially at the end of my rope. I'm
Puta.
breaking.
Olha,
more than
olha
I'm
só a
fixing
parede.
it.
Olha só a
The
parede,
moment.
mano.
What would Dad do now? I want to tell a story in which people surpass their own abilities. That's the core of the story. I need to keep a cool head and think.
Vai ter burnout, mano.
Yes, I need coffee.
Café.
My
Ok,
last
vou buscar
chance.
café.
Do I even have any left?
Onde é que está o café? Café para a esquerda, ok?
Every story has an ending. Like this one, for example. The crew had to sell off this part of the ship to settle their casino debts. I can't get Bulo's comments out of my head.
Foda-se.
Who designed these endless hallways? It's such a waste of material. There were originally 7 of us. This was never intended.
Miss Zelinsky, this is Bulo. The publishing authority still has a few questions regarding the commander of the ship.
The black hole.
You see, the Commodore is a capitalist Westerner, an American even. That's obviously an issue.
Gibson? Yeah, but he moved to Berlin with his parents as a child.
We know, but it's too confusing. Make it neater. Wouldn't it be better if he had grown up in a socialist sister country?
But don't you think that?
A socialist
País
sister
irmão
country.
socialista. Que puta ideia de merda, mano.
Come on, Zelinsky, you're an author. Just pick one. Can't be that hard.
Of course, the Commodore could be a good party activist.
The Commodore was first and foremost a Soviet patriot.
Wonderful and excellent suggestion.
And instead of hamburgers, he loves Solyanka.
Solyanka.
How exciting.
Just like always, well, I could care less. Coffee. I wanted to grab coffee. It'll clear my head.
Está aqui o café, mano. Mano, estamos a entrar num loop, mano. Yeah.
Something doesn't seem right here, but I can't make heads or tails of it.
The cosmonaut had not only lost control of her story, but also of her own mind. The cosmonaut had not only lost control of her story, but also of her own mind.
Está por um café, mano.
Bulu again. Just one more thing. The spacesuits for the crew are described in Chapter 4. The way you've described them, it's just, I can't get the image of the suits from those silly American films out of my head.
Excuse me? What?
It would be bad if other readers also think of an American. I mean, in terms of appearance. Because of the spacesuit. We have to do something to help them there. I mean, you, as the author, have to do something. Look, the suit that Yuri Gagarin wore, that had a special something. What's it called again?
Aesthetic?
Yes,
Aesthetic.
exactly, aesthetic. Very apt. Goodbye.
It's like being in a madhouse. I think I'm beginning to understand how Dad must have felt.
The cosmonaut wore her comfortable SK-6 spacesuit, the bright orange of the outer material manufactured by tireless workers' hands. Gave her a sense of safety and security.
Let's go.
It reminded her of home. A good feeling. How is anyone supposed to form a clear thought when they're constantly being interrupted?
Olha o café.
Hello, this is Bulo. You You're on the phone a lot when you should be writing. Ecology?
Sorry?
Ecology is a contemporary topic, and we think it would work really well for our, your story. Clean air is really wonderful. The publishing authority agrees. Do you think we can squeeze that in?
Air? Of course. Actually, there is simply no air to breathe on board the ship, hence the spacesuits.
Our wonderful SK-6s. Yes, we spoke about those. Have you spoken to your father yet?
We agreed that I would work it out myself, didn't we?
Oh yes, apologies. My mistake. So, fresh air, yes, write it in.
Eu só quero que o seu pai volte dela. O pai dela volte.
Whatever. It's illogical anyway, but maybe the ship could just have... The constant fresh air on board reminded the cosmonaut of her faintly remembered walks through the forests around Berlin. It's just complete.
Não faz sentido nada, mano. Não faz sentido. Mas não abre. Não abre nada. Até o café. Cafezinho. Ou não?
That looks really inviting.
Era tanga, foda-se. Tá fechado.
My beautiful SK-6 has a long and rich history. It's a good thing that Bulu and I were able to clarify this. The spacesuits can stay.
Wait.
How comfortable. I could lie down, just for a second. Bula will never find me here. Bula will never find me here. Bula will never find me here.
Oh. Para a esquerda. Mano, a nave é grande, meu.
Hello again, Miss Zelinsky. I forgot to mention something. In Chapter 9, there's reference to the ship being armed with these nuclear warheads.
That's right. They're used in Chapter 12 in...
We know. Only do you not think that these days, just the word nuclear triggers some pretty strong feelings? I once had a similar discussion with your father.
Yes, and in the future, these once deadly weapons are used peacefully and demonstrate how humanity as a whole has evolved. It's important, Bulu. Bulu? Are you still there?
Cut the nuclear weapons, or the publishing authority will cut your book.
It is so frustrating when you know what's right, but no one else believes you.
Foda-se, a sério.
Despite sufficient capacity, the ship obviously did not carry any nuclear warheads.
Então, capítulo 6.
Where you may have once found deadly weapons, you would now only find the socialist drive for world peace and boundless love. All of these changes are a nightmare. I have to focus and keep the core of my message. I need a break. And then I'll start a respectable career. Finally! The coffee room. We often sat here together with the crew and just had fun. There it is, my coffee, black and delicious. Ah, just what I needed. You can feel the coffee enter your brain's pathways and deliver nothing but goodness. A little boost of energy was exactly what I needed. Back to work. Bulo and the Publishing Authority are a disaster, but I'm not giving up yet. The core of the story is damaged, but it's still there. Nothing has been in vain, as long as I keep the core of my message.
Miss Linsky, I have good news. The Publishing Authority has suggested that we get your father in on the
Pois,
project.
obviamente, né?
Sorry?
Your father is an accredited author. The Publishing Authority trusts him. He could help us. He could especially help you.
Bulo, you can't do that.
All I'm saying is the Publishing Authority's patience has its limits. They could still reject the book. And if
Beber
I'm
um
being
café
honest,
para nos acalmar.
the decision's already been made. The manuscript is already with your father.
Excuse me? What?
I know it isn't easy, but I'm sure that this is the right path forward now.
Oh, of course.
Fantastic. We're in agreement then.
Bulo! You've got to be kidding me. This is bullshit. I'm sure I can persuade Dad to keep his hands off it. But then they'll make me write loop after loop until nothing is left of the core at all. If the core of the story is really this important to me, then Dad can put his name on the book, and maybe it will get through that way. But then, what about me?
Sai daí.
That's KARL. It stands for Kinetic Artificial Repair Lead. It's a maintenance robot. Data storage? That won't help me. I can't get to the core from here. Professor Palembe's toad lilies, the first of their kind to be grown in space.
É, não vale
I would
nada.
love to swap places with you. What do you think? Maybe the maintenance hatch is on the other side? I'm not actually trained to mess about with the core at all. If I had just left my chief engineer in the story, instead of sacrificing her to align the forward shield, she always had her optronic coupler with her. Let's see.
Mr. Linsky, we have to talk about the technology on board the ship again. We think the designations for some of the tools are a little too elevated. Factory workers, farmers,
Ah, tá
they shouldn't feel
foda.
excluded as
Tem
readers.
But we're talking about a spaceship here, not a Trabant.
We don't think that the main character necessarily has to have an academic background, right?
Understood. What if instead they were an assembly line worker?
A farmer would be better. A simple farmer.
What a great idea.
Wonderful. Goodbye.
What should I use to open the hatch?
Aos punhos.
Let's do it without tools then. Fortunately, the Cosmonaut had spent much of her life working with her own hands. She had to redirect the energy to stabilize the core. There were 2 switches behind the hatch. One of the main systems had to be deactivated. She could choose between the life support
No,
system
no.
and the lighting. The Cosmonaut didn't waste much time choosing. And decided to switch off the life support systems.
Foi à vida. Toda a gente morre.
The temperature was very
So cold.
It looked to her like the core might be calming. That should be enough to stabilize the core for now, but it won't hold forever. I need to find a solution so that I can safely complete the mission.
Oh.
Warning. Core status critical.
Damn it.
Recommending emergency activation of the KARL repair
Já vai,
unit.
deixa-me reparar então.
Activate the KARL repair unit? Please don't. I know Bulo wants me to ask Dad for help, but I have to do it myself. Activating KARL would mean admitting failure. Everyone says I'm lucky to be the daughter of such a famous author. It's just that the author in question is a stooge of the system. I will lose my shit if this telephone rings again. Comrade Bulo, please let me work.
Tony, hello, it's me, Dad. I wanted to see how you're doing with all the chaos.
Dad, this is a really bad time to call.
Wait, I just wanted to ask one thing. Was it your idea to send me the manuscript, or was it Bulo's?
Honestly, it was Bulo's idea.
That's what I thought. Bulo, you dog.
Dad, listen. I have to do this myself. This has to be something meaningful. And even if I'm not sure how right now, I have to do this on my own.
I've read it. What you wrote. The manuscript. It's really good.
Sorry?
It has so much to say about us. About everything.
Tá tudo
It has
bom.
a true core. But they'll never let it through with your name on it. You know that. That's why you're out of time.
The core is already severely damaged. It risks destroying the entire ship.
But how are we going to complete the mission without the core?
What do you think is the most important thing about this mission? You will have to make a decision.
Tinha que fazer chato.
I want to make a name for myself as an author.
You want to do it on your own? Of course. It would be foolish to take yourself out of the game so close to the end. I made the same decision. Then, today, again and again, you will go your own way. And maybe success will find you. But the core, we have to get rid of it. We will not make it otherwise.
Bom, bora.
Was it ever easy?
The core cannot be saved anymore. You have to release it from its anchoring. Then we will eject it in space through the airlock.
The core? That's the reason I'm even here.
Onde é que eu vou? Solta a base.
It contains everything that was important to me.
Warning. Maintenance hatch to core is unlocked.
The anchoring has been released.
Vambora.
The core is now free.
I'm sorry. Believe me. I understand what this means to you.
I know what I have to do.
You have to eject it. Concentrate on what is really important to you.
The cosmonaut.
Let it go.
No! No, Dad!
You were
Oh, se eu não prestei atenção.
It is always the same.
I won't give up the core. Our mission is pointless without it. The core isn't the problem. It's me.
Tony, what are you doing?
We need another pilot. Someone who can guide the ship to its destination. Someone with experience. Someone popular and unsuspicious. Someone they might leave in peace.
You mean?
You.
That is not right. It's your mission.
Dad, this is how it has to be. We'll write your name on the book, and maybe you can get everything through somehow.
Your name will be erased. No one will know you were connected with it in any way.
I know. And that's exactly the point. It's the only way.
Antonia.
I once told you that your books were garbage. I'm sorry. I understand now.
Bora.
Your books, your success, how things were for you.
Já vamos salvar isto.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Vamos salvar, vamos
You can
salvar.
finish it, Dad. I know you have it in you. You always had the one talent that I lack. The talent to survive. And together, we'll achieve something that we would have probably never
Ou
managed
seja,
alone.
sacrifiquei para
Maybe
contar a
we'll
história.
manage to really change something.
Acabei o episódio.
When you make up a story, you're always taking on a bit of a person you're telling the story about. This is really how it is.
The novel Silent Beings from the Planet Jupiter was published the same year. Written by her dad Carl. At least that's what people thought. Tony saved the core of the story, but no one knew that she was the one who came up with it all.
And do you think she wrote a new book afterward?
No, probably not. It was all too much for her. But here's
Bora.
the thing. Instead of writing books, Antonia
Estou pela liberdade.
Instead of writing books, Antonia helped bring down the wall. She was one of the first people to climb over it.
Exactly. Without Antonia, Kolya and Lou would have had to carry on throwing paper planes over the wall.
I like to put the necklace in the box.
That looks great.
Oba.
For Tony.
The freedom fighter.
What a wonderful collection. An entire century in one box. I'd like to keep it now.
Come on, I'll show you something.
O momento a casa está acabada,
I
é?
found the perfect hidey hole.
Ora. Quanta coisa aí, bro.
It fits perfectly.
Wait. I have an idea. We should hide something of our own here in the apartment too.
Oh yeah. Do you mean someone will find my wall drawings eventually?
Definitely.
Fácil.
Shall we?
Pisca-me o olho. Do Berlin Apartment, let's go, shot.
Ice cream?
A scoop of ice cream isn't real food.
2 then?
That's not what I meant.
Memória de Jacob Wave, não conhecia o gajo.
And where did you see an ice cream parlor around here?
An ice cream from my store would be okay too.
Nah, a scoop of ice cream from an ice cream parlor would be better.
Alright then, you've convinced me.
And you'll be getting broccoli flavor.
That's not funny, Dad.
We still need to gather up all the tools you threw down the chute.
If you were an ice cream, what flavor would you be?
I'd be stracciatella.
Why that one?
'Cause at the first glance, I look classic and relaxed, and then bang, lots of little surprises.
So you're boring with a bit of fun?
I'm reliable but not predictable.
I think you're like vanilla.
Vitor Cardoso.
Hey, don't ruin the surprise.
But that's such a typical dad flavor.
And what are you?
Smurf
Ha!
ice cream with
Eu
Coke
comi a
with
fruta da
sprinkles and
punheta.
cookie dough.
Chaotic, loud, and sweet as sugar.
And no
Nossa,
one knows
sorte.
what's in it.
A mystery then, just like me.
Are we gonna renovate another apartment again soon?
I thought you wanted to go back to school soon.
But school's boring.
Foda-se, nunca mais, mano. Anda lá, os caras nunca mais acabam.